how to set your bobbin tension. Now for our bobbins, to set our bobbin tension, we have several tools. I'm going to talk about our tools first and show you what I have in front of us, and then I will show you how to load your bobbin and set your bobbin tension. Okay, the first thing we have is our toe tension gauge. Now on the back of the gauge, you will find where I have written the different bobbin tensions currently for the machine. Sometimes these numbers change, so always check the back of the gauge for the current numbers. We also have our little green screwdriver. This is the screwdriver we use to set the bobbin tension. Now, we have two different bobbin cases for the Crown Jewel. I'm going to get a close-up of this one. This bobbin, and you're going to look for the one with the little funny bump on the top. This bobbin is only used for our cotton threads. King Tut, Signature, YLI, so whatever cotton thread you're using, use this bobbin case. For polyester threads, be it Allure, Glide, Rainbows, you're going to use the poly bobbin case. Now the poly bobbin case is a little bit different. The opening here, a little bit smaller, and there is no funny little bump. The other thing you will notice with the polyester bobbin case is we use a bobbin washer. The bobbin washer is a Teflon disc, and it just sits right inside the bobbin case. Today, we are going to use the cotton bobbin, the one with the bump. When I load the bobbins, this is how I do it, this is how I teach in the class. So, we're going to hold on to the little tab, we're going to place the bobbin case facing away from you at a 45-degree angle. The bobbin, the thread comes, unwind it a little bit, over the top and to the left. It goes into the bobbin case. I use my finger to push it in. We bring the thread around to this little groove, up into the groove, up, and you should feel it click right into that little notch. To make sure the bobbin is loaded properly, turn the bobbin over, look at the face, pull the thread, and you should see the bobbin spin in a clockwise rotation. If your bobbin is spinning counterclockwise, flip your bobbin over. You've got it in backwards. You'll know it as soon as you start to stitch. Alright, now to set the bobbin tension. For right now, I am using King Tut. We want the tension to be at about 225 to 250. We're going to take the bobbin with a little lever in the vertical position. You want to feel it click into place. It shouldn't move. This little tab, use my screwdriver, this tab seats right in there. Now we follow the arrows. The thread goes underneath this wheel, over the top of this wheel, down and around behind this little cutout. Now, do not run your bobbin thread through this notch right here. Thread that real fast, because if you do, you'll cut your bobbin thread. There is a blade in there. To test your tension, you're actually going to bring your bobbin thread up at about a 15 to 20 degree angle, and you're just going to simply do a nice even pull. Now we are reading right at about 200 on our gauge. So take your bobbin, the tension gauge. There are two screws. I don't know if you can see this. Let me get myself turned. You hold still. All right. Small screw, large screw. We are going to adjust the large screw. Now I need to tighten my bobbin tension. So, as we women know, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. So I'm going to put the screwdriver in that little slot, and I'm going to make a very small adjustment. On the bobbin cases, it is a very minuscule adjustment. You can see I barely moved that screw. Now, let's run it again. Okay, we brought it up a little bit. I'm going to tighten it up just a skosh more. There we go. And now we're running right at 225. So, that is how you adjust your bobbin tension. If you needed to loosen your bobbin tension, you would simply loosen it. Now, by running the two separate bobbin cases, you should not have to make major adjustments to these bobbin cases. They should each be set for the specific kind of thread that we're running in each case. So that is set for cotton. Glide is the same way. You do the same exact movements, except for glide, we are running at 250 right now. So you're going to set your glide tension currently at 250 to 275.